Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and guess what? I'm starting to, I think, feel a little bit better. It's not quite as painful as it was. What happened was, about 3 days ago, it started to get a little bit worse, and then the night, not last night, the night before, when I went to bed, as I said to you, I found it really hard to get to sleep. Not only did I have a sore throat, but I was aching everywhere as well, like flu symptoms. And I found it so hard to get off to sleep, so I could barely swallow. And it was just awful. And then yesterday, I woke up a bit like that. And then it's almost like in the afternoon, I started to sweat. And I couldn't figure it out because we didn't have the heating on. And I was just really hot all of a sudden. And Gary said, oh, maybe you're sweating something out. And I said, oh, maybe. And then before I went to bed, suddenly I just thought, hang on a minute. I feel a little bit better. It was like it passed. And I woke up this morning. I saw it. My throat was still very sore. But as the days worn on, it's actually just a little bit annoying now. I think even before it got quite bad, it was a little bit annoying at times and then sore at others. So I'm not tempting fate by thinking it's gone, but the signs are looking good. I'm hoping. I mean, everybody kept saying, you know, I've had a sore throat for weeks, and somebody said I had it like a really long time, and I thought, well, maybe then it's just, you know, it came back with a vengeance. Perhaps I had two things. I had a sore throat, chest infection, caught something else. Just don't know, do you? So anyway, hopefully I won't be needing these little blighters soon, and I'll be getting better. Oh, I hope so. Fingers, toes and tits crossed. That's what I always say. But I feel like talking is easier. Swallowing is certainly easier. It still hurts, but not, you know. And as I said, it was kind of niggly at times and other times hurty. So, you know, I'm not counting my chickens, am I? Only got one. Anyway, I filmed my winners video earlier. God, I made a pig's ear of that. Well, I kind of went to say, and the winner is, oops, I didn't write it on that piece of paper. So, my excuses have been ill, you know, got a lot going on in my life as well, personal stuff, and oh, you know, it's not really good. But I won't dwell on all that, and I'm going to put my sticking plaster brave face on it and just move on. But yeah, so it does take its toll sometimes on the brain. On the brain, it does kind of, you know, make you a bit flaky at times. And if I'm coming over flaky, if you're my new subscribers, I'm never like this usually. I'm always far more like professional and intelligent and clever and stuff. I am, seriously. You can ask anyone. You can. Anyway, I'm still waiting for my ice yarn. How annoying is that? The first one, they actually got it to me the next day, and I think they stitched me up a little bit. They charged me for carriage from Turkey, and it probably came from France or somewhere stupid, because there's no way on this planet they could have got it to me the next day. No way. So I don't know where it came from, but it certainly wasn't all the way across to Turkey. I mean, even if they'd got Concord, I don't think they'd have got it to me that quick. So anyway, that one came ridiculously quick. The next one, a few days, and this one, hopefully Monday or Tuesday. They said the 2nd, which I don't. The 2nd is one parcel's coming. I don't know about if it's that one. I've lost track because they use different couriers. Just get it when it comes, I suppose. Just have to not be impatient. But it's, you know, it's yarn. I'm impatient. What can I say? It's just the way it is. So I've also ordered some other new yarn. I wasn't going to order anymore. I was just going to wait until I'd got a little bit of a chunk of money to order the chow goose. But I couldn't resist getting this new yarn from James C. Brett, which is called Emotions, and I think it's called Emotions anyway. Don't quote me because I might have got it wrong. But it reminds me in some ways of that really nice Hobbycraft yarn. You know, I made Gary's scarf out, the one that was all black and grey, and then I had a colourful one of my own, and I showed it a little while ago, and I probably took it out of the yarn van actually. Don't really room in it, huh? So sore sometimes. That hurt, that did. And yet it's been less hurty, but gets you every now and then. So yeah, I kind of reminded me of that yarn, so I thought, well, you know, get it and see. But what I've been doing this morning while I waited for the postman to come, who has been now, has been uploading more new patterns, because I started going through all the patterns that I bought and uploading them. There's this one, it's cute, it's a little unicorn baby jackets, and that one's just a jacket. But there's others, obviously, not just all babies. There's like lots of adult ones there. And I was going through them before I was ill and getting them all on. And then my arms and legs and everything else were killing me. And I was just unable to do it, you know. So I kind of put it aside. And then I thought, now I've got to go through them and figure out which ones I've done and which ones I haven't. So I did that this morning. And then started putting the ones that have not been done yet on. So those are the ones that have been done. Those are the ones that have not yet been done. So I can't, you know, I can go through them. And some of them are going to be kits and some of them are not. So I could have made that one a kit. I probably should have done. Maybe I still can. I mean, it's not like the end. I've not lost the opportunity, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'll probably do that. And yesterday I was putting a few of my kits and stuff like that on eBay. Excuse me. That's another thing that's developed this last few days, was just suddenly a cough that was spontaneous that I couldn't actually stifle. So Gary did wonder if it was COVID, and I thought, well, don't know, there's no testing anymore, but it doesn't feel like COVID. Every time I've had it twice, but both times they were different strains, and it always started with that really irritating kind of prickle at the back of your nose and at your throat. And I didn't start that way. So it made me think that it's not COVID, because, you know, there's nothing that's sort of COVID-like about it. And there's lots of bugs going around. There are 3 or 4 different bugs going around. But one of the other piece of good news is that Harley's more himself. He's been back to talking, whereas he was just sitting all quiet and, you know, cuddly. Now he's, you know, back to being his kind of chatty self and, you know, doing more. So he's probably coming out the other side of the chicken pox. And so, you know, I did have chicken pox myself when I was a child. And then when my boys got it, they were at the same birthday party, and the same child gave it to both of them at the same time. And so that was good that they had it at the same time. But, you know, we thought, oh, you know, Paul suffered because Paul takes after my immune system. Poor soul. Anyway, and he suffered and lingered everything, and he had loads of spots, and he was unwell, laying around, not, you know, eating much and not playing. Michael got it. He had 2 spots, was playing, and you didn't know he was ill. It was just, you know, he had his dad's immune system and shrugs things off. Not so much these days. Got man flu at the moment and suffering. He's probably got what I had, because I'll probably give it him. But yeah, you know, he kind of shrugged that off really quick. It was like totally different things, but he did have spots. He did have a couple, but he just played and he was his usual self. And then their dad got it, and oh my God, did he get it? You know, I can remember there wasn't a piece of his skin the size of my little fingernail that didn't have a spot on it, and he had spots on top of the spots. He was awful looking, he really was. And he got it really bad, and he got it at a time when they were going to zap his kidney stones, and then they said, oh, we can't because you've got chicken pox. So he had to suffer twice as much, because he had to pass a kidney stone as well as have this really bad case of chickenpox. But I didn't get a thing because I'd had it. So for once, everyone in the family got something but me. I was the only healthy one out of everybody. And but you know, you're kind of, there is the concern of shingles when you're older. That's the only thing. But I was young then, young mum. But yeah, I didn't catch it then. So, and then I know I was around another child who'd got it. I can't remember who it was. I can't remember if it was a long while ago and Tyler had it or the girls had it. Some child I had contact with had it, and I didn't get it then either. And I was a bit concerned about shingles, but I didn't get it. So then, do you remember when I got like a little weird line of spots, and the doctor told me it was shingles. Do you remember that? And I thought, oh, here we go. I got rid of that really quick. So either they were wrong, or I had the most minor dose of shingles that you've ever seen in your life. It was just really, really weird. I've got wet hair, that's why I keep doing this. It's the only way I can stop it from going into like a big fuzz ball. Try and keep it under some kind of control. So it's not that I want a giant ringlet. My mum used to make me have ringlets. I used to really hate it. Because I had curly hair, she used to sort of tease it into like ringlets. She thought they were so cute. But you know, didn't do much for my street cred, you know. All my friends had lovely straight hair. What did I get? These little ringlets. But she used to stick bows in it as well. As soon as I used to go off to school in the morning, I'd get around the corner, yank that thing out and throw it in somebody's garden. I didn't want to get beat up for having a big bow, you know. In her day, I dare say it was beautiful. But you know what kids are like. Lovely little things. Take the pee out of you. So we've still got the weekendy one. Bam. No change there, ma'am. And, well, let's have a look at the book. Look how far we're in now. Look. We're actually steaming through. We've got the dad one after. Well, I might do Victoria's book that she got me and have a break between that one. And then once that's finished, do the dad one. Okay. Oh, I think I'm going to have to put the specs on. This is Mum Evolution. Children. I have to be within 3 feet of them every second of the day. Teenagers. I have to give them space and monitor them very closely. Adults. I have to go live my life. They can come and see me if they want. Not like me. It's all that. Sorry. I'm a bit hands-on, you know. The difference between a kid and a husband is that you probably want to leave your kid with the babysitter. Strikes very close to my old life. But you know, it's not funny because that was basically my life. You know, I didn't leave them with the babysitter. Not Gary, the other one. It's funny now, it wasn't back then. I'm so sad that my son is moving out, but on the flip side, it's almost like I have a new couch. When Michael moved, it was like, I've got a yarn room! You know, I started making it and then he came back with his wife. And it was like, I don't have a yarn room anymore. Shoved it all in the cupboard. I want a clause in my daycare contract that says if my kid skips a nap, I get to skip a payment. Well, that was a bit of an eye-opener, wasn't it? A bit of an insight into my old life. Don't leave him with anyone. Just say it. At a pulse, I ain't leaving him with it. Anyway, cheers, guys. I've got my box cup. Hoping it is drinkable now. Because I really feel like I needed it because I kept drying. Anyway, I started doing a bit of crochet last night. Well, check me out. I started feeling better. So the hook came out and it was a total and utter disaster. Don't mind telling you. I thought that I had this little brainwave of a square. And I've got also another little thing that I want to make for this baby blanket. So if I don't perfect the square, it's going to be this kind of mosaic one that I fancied trying. So I've seen it done a couple of times and I thought, you know what, I can do that. I'll probably perfect it. So that's what I'm going to do. And well, I think I am. And also I've got this other thing that I'd started doing in my WIP along, which needs doing, and it needs tutorial, and I'm a bit behind being ill. That's the only thing. And the family problem that I had as well didn't help, but being ill straight after it really incapacitated me. When you can't crochet, when your arms ache and you've got no kind of energy and you're just done. I mean, if I don't make a video, you know I'm either ill or something bad has cropped up, because I will soldier on through most illness. That makes me sound like a real trooper, doesn't it? I'm quite proud of that. But, you know, if I had a job, I'd be off sick. You know, it's like no chance of me getting in the car and going to work. But, you know, I don't have a job. This is my life. So I can do it because I'm in my house and I can end up. If it was a case of getting up early and going to work and putting in a shift, then you can forget about that. It's not going to happen. But I'll go out there and I'll pack some orders. I'll go out there and I'll unpack yarn, because it's a labour of love, you know. I could talk to you because it's a labour of love. But, you know, it's not work. It's, if they always say, don't they, they're saying that if you do something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. So I only wished I did this all my life, because I've had some rotten jobs, I tell you. And I've had some rotten bosses and some rotten co-workers over the years. So yeah, I really wish, really wish that I had done it earlier. I mean, I did have some nice ones that didn't last long. You know, nice ones always get the sack, don't they? Or get passed over or something, or leave. It's only the rubbish ones that stay there because they've got no life outside of work. It's very true, you know, it's very true. It is. So I'm going to very soon upload this video and my winners. And I mean, this one's not such a what's the word, priority, because I can do it when I come home for tomorrow. But the winners one I need to do, because Gary wants to meet up and he wants to have a Turkish lunch. So we were meant to do it yesterday, but I waited in for a non-existent parcel. You know what's going to happen? I'll go out and it'll, we tried to deliver. It's going all the way back to Turkey. You know, that will happen. Do you remember the Dyson? Oh my God. I last night I was I was sitting there and I suddenly thought, I didn't get my Dyson refund. I remember them saying, we've received your return, and I thought, it wasn't a return. You didn't deliver it. You know, it can't be returned if I've never had it. But, you know, so I suddenly thought, I bet I haven't had it. So I came in here and I got the phone number and I was ringing them, and I thought, just check the bank first. It might have slipped in without you knowing. And it did. So I had got the refund. I still haven't got a stick hoover. I had a look on the TV last night, and there's a Vax one, a new Vax one that looks pretty promising. So I might give that a try. It's only for me. I won't let Gary anywhere near it because he kills them. You know, he does. So I'm just going to use it for in here and in you know, small rooms. Big rooms can still have the hoover, because I mean, you know, he's not great with hoovers. You know, unfortunately, boy's dad was the same. Killed them all. Killed all the hoovers. So yeah, I'm going to try and keep a little one just for me, for my little jobs that I need to do, and keep it safe. Maybe give it a little name, you know, like a pet. So yeah, done my my winners video. That should be up, will be up yesterday, because obviously it's today for me but not for you, because today is your tomorrow. Oh, but tomorrow for you is my yesterday. And very philosophical sounding, but it's just reality. yeah, so much that I was going to do had to fall by the wayside because of being ill and all that stuff that went on. I wanted to make a hat, didn't get round to the hat. Never mind. I can hopefully catch up with myself before I get the next thing. I don't want any more. This has been a disaster start to the year. It really has. It's not been a great start. You know, and you know, you get those years where everything goes wrong for you. I'm just hoping it's not going to be one of those, because, you know, I've had a few of them in my time, and I don't need them. But it's just been not a very great start, you know, one thing after another. But, you know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish and all that. So hopefully it'll be good. Anyway, I don't think I've got anything else to tell you. I mean, I can't remember if I told you on this video or if I just happened to bring it. I think I told you about my stuff that's coming. I've actually emailed the guy about the chalgoos because I want to stock them. I've already got in my shop, I've got chalgoo Tunisian crochet hooks. I've had them for a long while. I bought them overseas. But they're bamboo ones, and I want metal. I want to get the chalgoo red lace knitting, and I want to get the crochet hooks, see what they're like. So I kind of asked him, you know, in your opinion, what's the best sellers? What should I go for? Because each of the circulars have got different size lengths, and not being kind of familiar enough with that sort of thing, my knitting experience is a needle, you know, and they vary from for me from this size, this little baby, to one to about that long. I don't really like doing any longer than that because I can't hold them. I find I get too weighty. So hopefully the circulars will be an answer to that, and it might make me knit something bigger, which will be cool. So what is, I mean, you might know, guys, if you knit, because some of you do, case in point, what is the best sizes in length to go for? Because I don't know, and I don't want to just get the wrong ones or get a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I want to try and, you know, cater for the right experience, you know. So not necessarily like for me, but for everybody, you know, what is the best sizes and lengths to go for? That's my question. So yeah, look, I've got a couple of these. I kind of lost them and ordered another set, but I like these ones. These are cool. Look at those. But you know, if I'm doing a scarf, then I'll use those, because I hate long ones. I like to have, like, hold the whole thing in my hand. My mum used to tuck it under her arm and just like knit away. Can't do that. Wrong angle for me. Anyway, I'm going to get off and upload this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'm past the worst bit, and this will go, hopefully, fingers crossed, everything crossed, because, you know, I need it to get out of me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.